Hello. Today's video is a continuation of last week's video. It's about the things that have been happening since my mother's death. This video today will be about things I've been learning through the experience. It's also available on my blog at www.cynthiabaileyrugg.wordpress.com. Like I said when my father died in 2017, you simply can't be fully prepared for the death of a narcissistic parent. You can learn everything you can and pray, but still, you're just not going to be 100% prepared. What you learn in your prayers can help you a lot, but don't expect to be fully prepared. Your emotions are going to be all over the place. You're going to experience hurt, anger, disappointment, relief, grief, and more. Or you may be numb. Or you may bounce back and forth between being overly emotional and numb. In any case, you're just going to be very surprised by everything you're experiencing, and there's no amount of preparation that can stop this from happening. If you're the one chosen to be the personal representative, or at least to clean out your parents' home, this is going to be brutally difficult. Seeing their possessions will trigger lots of memories, probably some good, hopefully, as well as the bad. And when you have PTSD or complex PTSD, this is especially difficult to deal with since it can also trigger flashbacks or intrusive thoughts. Going through anyone's personal belongings also shows you a great deal about who that person is. It shows you much more than you can learn by being in a relationship with them or even living with them. I learned my parents wrote down a lot, and that includes saying things like how miserable they were with each other. That's not news to me, but seeing the most intimate thoughts in writing on such a topic is pretty difficult, to say the least. Since it's too much for me to handle, when I find anything in my parents' writing, I just glance at it to see what it's about. If it's one of their "I'm miserable with you" kind of papers, I put it aside without reading further. You're going to learn things you wish you had never learned about your parents like I have. While you can't be prepared for what you learn, you can be prepared in the sense that you will learn some pretty painful things. You'll also have the right to protect your mental health like I'm doing. Put things aside until you feel equipped to deal with them. Or have someone you trust go through such things for you. If you're the one responsible for writing the obituary, you can always ask the funeral director to do that for you if you're not up to it. The one who took care of my mother did her obituary, and it turned out beautifully. It wasn't overly gushy or anything like that. It was just very simple, and it was quite nice. Some folks in situations like this write honest obituaries detailing some of the abuse their parents inflicted on them. It seems to be quite therapeutic for them. That is, of course, another option for you. Whether or not your parents had a will, chances are excellent it's going to take quite some time to get through their entire estate and get everything settled. While it can be a challenge in a sense having this situation hanging over your head for what feels like forever, it's also a good thing in a way. This means there is no rush to sort through their things. Take your time. Take frequent breaks, too. You're going to need those breaks for the sake of your mental health. You'll also find out most people have no idea what to say or how to deal with you after the death of your narcissistic parent. Now, if you'd had a good relationship with your parent, they would send sympathy cards and say the usual things like "I'm sorry for your loss." Since you didn't, many people don't have a clue what to say or do. This may make some folks avoid you. If they don't avoid you, they may avoid talking about your parent in any context. Or they also may say things that hurt you even though they don't mean to hurt you. It's going to hurt and disappoint you even when you know that wasn't their intention, though. After someone close to you dies, no matter the relationship, many people are very emotionally raw for quite some time. This means you're going to be oversensitive and hurt much easier than you normally would be, which is probably why their comments hurt so much. Most importantly, lean on God as much as you possibly can. You are absolutely going to need His love, strength, support, and more than you ever expected to. He'll carry you through this. He's been doing wonders with me, and He'll do the same for you. Thank you for watching my video.